Good morning. This is Nicola Gutierrez's Force News Group. I'm Jared Anderson, and this is Aaron Perez. And we are going to be talking about the controversial topic of patriotism in the United States.
The basis of this segment is to determine the public's views on patriotism. We conducted a poll consisting of 20 questions that we asked 40 different people to take. Out of those 40, we asked 3 respondents to participate in an interview with 3 members of our team, Jenny, Jennifer, and Gustavo. These are the beginning of those.
Hello, sir. Would you be interested in completing a short survey on patriotism?
Oh no, I don't have any time right now.
It's just a 5-question survey, sir.
All right, I guess I'll do it.
Hi, my name is Gustavo. How's it going?
Hi, Gustavo. Good. How are you?
What is your name?
I'm Hannah.
I have a couple questions to ask you for my political science class. Do you have time to answer those questions?
Sure. What is this class for?
It's for Poli Sci 1 with Nicola Gutierrez.
Oh my God, yeah. I took this class last semester. I loved it.
Okay, so it's going to be a couple questions. The first one is, what is your age?
I'm 32 years old.
What's your ethnicity?
I'm a human being.
Okay.
Hi, my name's Jennifer, and can I ask you a couple of questions from my political science class?
Sure.
Okay.
The first question that each of the interviewers asked was, what political party do you identify with? These were their responses.
What political party do you affiliate with most?
I would say the Democratic Party.
Okay, perfect.
Next question. The next question is, what political party do you identify yourself with?
I don't really identify myself with any political party in particular. I just go with whatever is more convenient to our country.
Okay.
So, what political party do you identify with?
I would say Democratic.
Democratic? Okay.
Living in California, we expected to find that most of our respondents considered themselves to be Democrats. We are correct in this assumption, but we're surprised by how few people considered themselves to be Republicans. Out of the 40 people in the poll, only 4% answered as Republicans, while 62% put Democrat. The other 34% marked other as a response. Among those that marked other, their responses included independent, libertarian, undecided, or even used to be Republican.
For the entire poll, all of our questions were giving preset options, usually yes or no, or a different multiple choice answer depending on what the individual question was asking. But for 2 of them, they were open-ended short answer responses that were required. The next 2 questions for each interviewer asked their individual were those open-ended questions. The first question asked was, what does it mean to be patriotic to you?
What does it mean to you to be patriotic?
To be patriotic to me, it means that one is respectful to the country that we live in, whether it is the United States or any other country. Just respect overall.
Okay, perfect.
And then, what does it mean to be patriotic to you?
That's a good question. I guess it's just being proud of being an American and actually understanding the concept of it. I would say it's more pride.
Okay.
The majority of respondents believed what was mostly important about being patriotic was having pride and being loyal to your country. Some wrote that it meant loving your country, while others responded being passionate was another important part. These responses also including exercising your rights, such as voting.
The second open-ended question that our interviewers asked was, what does it mean to be American to you?
What does it mean to you to be American?
To be American is to follow the customs of the American way, but also to be open to all the diversities which we are surrounded by.
Okay, thank you.
And then, what does it mean to be American to you?
I want to say I'm more proud of it, and I feel honored and I feel blessed because in this country we're actually allowed to, have the freedom of speech, as in other countries we're not. And especially being in California, it's a lot more liberal, so we don't have to fear, my kid's transgender, and he doesn't have to fear going to school, or, people are going to make fun of him, or you just see all these awful things that happen in other countries, so I want to say it's also the comfort.
Okay.
Last but not least question is, what does it mean to be an American to you?
Being an American to me means to love your country, respect it, and at the same time to vote.
Thanks for your time, Hannah.
Of course. Thank you, Gustavo. Good luck.
The overwhelming response was about freedom and having opportunities in this country that people in other places in the world do not. Similar to the question about what does it mean to be patriotic to you, respondents also felt that loving your country and having respect for its laws is an important part of being an American.
For the next question, our interviewers asked if a person criticizes the actions or statements of the U.S. government, is that patriotic?
If a person criticizes the actions or statements of the U.S. government, do you think that is patriotic?
As long as the criticism isn't being presented in a rude manner, then I believe that we all have the right to express our feelings on certain political topics.
Okay, perfect.
And then if a person criticizes the actions or statements of the U.S. government, is that patriotic?
Of them?
Yeah.
Everybody's entitled to their own feelings. No system is perfect. And being patriotic, I think, it's also because you're not going to agree with everything, obviously. So everybody has their own way of being patriotic, I guess.
For this question, a large number felt that criticizing the actions of the U.S. government was patriotic. For every 5 people that took our poll, 4 of these individuals answered that it was patriotic. We also had a question that related to this one, which was, is kneeling at an athletic event for the national anthem patriotic? Despite this act being a criticism of the U.S. government, we got much more split responses saying that only 54% saying it was patriotic, with 46% saying it was not.
For our last and final question, only one interviewer asked their interviewee this question. The question, which was centered around the patriotism of immigrants, is an often talked about topic in the U.S. today. The question was, are immigrants to the U.S. as patriotic as natural-born citizens?
And last question, do you think immigrants to the U.S. are as patriotic as natural-born citizens?
I believe so, as long as one is following the rules and being knowledgeable of the country, then they should have the same amount of patriotism within them.
Okay, thank you so much. Those are all the questions. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, gotta run.
For this last question in the poll, the vast majority of respondents felt that immigrants to the U.S. are as patriotic as natural-born citizens. 72% of the responses said that they were, while only 28% felt that they were not.
Our news members enjoyed putting together this poll and were very intrigued by the responses that we got. We feel that this is a relevant topic in the world today because we're interested in what society felt about what patriotism is. But the real question is, what does patriotism mean
To you.